Vicinity FM 95.3.
Music, sports,
in towards Lukaku,
entertainment, politics, all on your darling station, Vicinity 95.3 FM, Ikejile, Ijesha.
Radio just got excited.
let's go.
This is
Vicinity FM 95.3.
enjoy.
Every new day, it's a gift. Use it well. A beautiful morning to you. It's Vicinity 95.3 FM high on the hilltop of Ikejile. OLUWAFUNKE is just saying, how are you doing this morning? It's newspaper review where we get to bring you all of the top stories on our dailies and also the details of some of this trending headlines. Do well to join the conversation this morning.
Yeah, good morning this morning. Good morning, Ikejile. Good morning, Osun State. Yeah, it's another beautiful morning. It's another down. Thank God for another down. And it's another opportunity. And this opportunity are like sunrise. So every day, this sunrise is an opportunity to go out there and brighten our day. Go out there and be productive. I am Aisha Ibrahim. And do also join us on our Facebook and YouTube at Vicinity 95.3 FM. Like, share, and comment on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm taking top stories from Nigerian Tribune, The Guardian, and The Punch newspaper.
Yeah, I'll be taking the stories from the Daily Trust newspaper, the Vanguard newspaper, and the Nation newspaper for this morning.
On Nigerian Tribune, Tinubu Sanwo-Olu MPN NGE orders pay tribute as Doyin Abiola dies at 82. 7% seaport surcharge threatens cargo clearance at Nigerian ports. Levy not ours. Customs CG. Cost of vehicles will rise. Motor dealers. Many abandoned estates funded by corrupt civil servants. EFCC vows to beam searchlight on real estate sector. UBA's Leo becomes Africa's chatbot to enable cross-border payment via PAPS. And 24,000 Nigerians declared missing since 2015 ICRC. NCAA suspends Value Jet pilot over safety breach at Abuja Airport, accuses Kwam1 of breaching aviation regulations. 2 Ghanaian ministers, 6 others killed in helicopter crash. Health, pregnancy and sickle cell disease, what everybody needs to know. And uncertainty in APC, PDP, LP orders ahead of Anambra, Osun, Ekiti, gubernatorial polls. All eyes on Tinubu. LP banks on Peter Obi. Motorist commuters groan over deplorable federal roads in Southwest.
Now from the Daily Trust newspaper this morning, the top stories. Civil servants used stolen money to build estates, said by EFCC. Beningari motorcycle phone theft replace abductions. What to know about new insurance law. Taraba, 8 months without deputy governor. State activates control measures as flood wreaks havoc. Ghana defense, environment ministers killed in helicopter crash. Anti-party, PDP to take action on Wike next week. And away from Nigeria, Israel plans full occupation of Gaza as 130 people killed. And those are the top stories from the front page of Daily Trust newspaper this morning.
The Guardian, Nigeria may split without restructuring before 2027 World War I. Appeal Court restores interim forfeiture order on assets linked to Yaya Bello. JAM sets higher bar for under 16 candidates. And First Lady's humanitarian donations hit 12.9 billion naira in 2 years. ADC, APC chieftain 1, Tinubu to shelve re-election focus. On governance. Rep decries non-release of immunization funds. Insurance stocks jump by 10% after Tinubu signed law to recapitalize industry. Tinubu, MPAN, NGE, NUJ, others mourn, pay tribute to late doing Tinubu. IPAC writes, River State Independent Electoral Commission rejects August 30 state local government elections. IND risk ban over unruly behavior at Abuja Airport. That's Wasiu IND.
Alright, from the Vanguard newspaper this morning, 2027, Jonathan ready to run again. Close ally confirms. Federal government also suspends Chairman Uniport Governing Council over allegations of corruption. 2027, options before the North. Ghana Defense, Environment Ministers, 6 others die in military helicopter crash. Many abandoned estates in Abuja owned by civil servants, said by EFCC. Thieves shouldn't be rewarded with ministerial appointments, Emir Sanusi. West Africa Secondary School Certificate Examination. Parents, Group 1 papers cancelled. Let Donya Biola to be buried in Lekki, family confirms. Federal government approves tax incentives for manufacturers using local raw materials. And those are the top stories from the front page of the Vanguard newspaper this morning.
Now on the headlines on the Punch. Pension battle, police retirees reject FG's healthcare offer. Nigeria, US advance high-level talks over visa restrictions. Member accuses Uniport governing council chairman of abuse of office. And WAEC under fire as result portal goes down. Foreign investors sell off 576 billion naira Nigerian stocks in 6 months. Outflows were by 85% year-on-year. Economists cite Trump-era policies shift toward treasury bills. Sanwo-Olu pledges statewide infrastructure at Badagry Road's unveiling. Egbin power challenges FBN quest takeover move. Kwam 1 pushes back as fan probes airport incident. Tinubu consoles Ghana after copter crash, kills 2 ministers and 6 others.
Now from the Nation newspaper this morning, 200,000 loan for serving core members in 9 billion naira deal. Ikeja Disco sinks into ownership crisis. 2 Ghanaian ministers, others killed in crashed helicopter. Omokri, Lagos remains safest state in Nigeria. Torrent of tributes for media icon Doyin Abiola. President hails Nigerian teenagers for feats at Global English Language Contest. Money laundering. EFCC launches probe into real estates. Free health care for low-income pensioners. President directs action of pension increase. Kwam 1 rejects fans' claim on alleged boarding rules infraction. And those are the top stories from the Nation newspaper this morning.
Now the details of these headlines breaking. Tinubu orders free healthcare for low-income earners. President Bola Tinubu has ordered the expedited rollout of the free healthcare access initiative for low-income retirees under the contributory pension scheme. The directive was issued after I received a briefing from Omolola Oluwafunke, the Director General of the National Pension Commission, PENCOM. According to a statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, President Tinubu described the initiative as a critical component of social protection and dignity in retirement.
Now from the Daily Trust newspaper this morning, anti-party PDP to decide on weekend next week, said by South-South Chair. The South-South Zonal Caretaker Committee, Chairman of People's Democratic Party PDP, Emmanuel Ogidi, has disclosed that the National Working Committee (NWC) will review the activities of the Minister for the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Nyesom Wike and take a action next week. In a television interview yesterday, Ogidi said the party was fed up with Wike's activities and was ready to make a decision about him.
On 2027, ADC knocks APC over premature Tinubu's endorsement. The African Democratic Congress, ADC, has berated the ruling All Progressives Congress for what it called a non-stop victory parade in favor of President Bola Tinubu, accusing the party of breaching electoral law and mocking citizens' hardship with premature re-election campaigns and rallies. In a statement issued on Wednesday, ADC spokesperson Malam Balaji Abdullahi said the choreographed endorsement of Tinubu rolling out from Abuja to Kano and the president's campaign billboards lining the streets of Abuja floats the independent National Electoral Commission INEC reminder that campaign activity is illegal until 150 days before the 2027 polls.
So from the Daily Trust newspaper this morning, West Africa Examinations Council shuts down results portal over technical glitch. The West Africa Examination Council (WAEC) has announced the temporary shutdown of its results checker portal due to technical glitches. The examination body had on Monday released the results of candidates who sat for the 2025 West Africa Senior School Certificate Examination (WACS). However, in a statement posted on X on its official X handle, WAEC said candidates would not be able to access their results for now due to a technical issue.
Yeah, British politicians should focus on happenings in the UK, not Nigeria, orders Kemi Badnoch. The Conservative Party leader, Kemi Badnoch, has called for more political focus on domestic affairs, stating that politicians in the United Kingdom should prioritize British issues over matters in other countries, including Nigeria. Speaking on GB News, Badnoch reasserted her position that her primary identity is British, stating that ancestry and early upbringing in Nigeria do not define our present political outlook. Well, our remarks come amid continuing debate around the role of identity and foreign policy in British politics. Badnoch criticized what she described as a trend among some Labour Member of Parliament to speak more on international issues than problems affecting the UK.
It's still your program Newspaper Review on Vicinity 95.3 FM. Do stay tuned with us, we'll be right back.
beautiful morning to you, Dr. Oni Ogundeji. How are you this morning?
I'm very fine. Good morning to you over there too.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yeah, beautiful morning to you. Thank you for joining us on Newspaper Review this morning. We appreciate your time. We appreciate and sparing your time on the show this morning.
Thank you for having me too.
Yeah. So this morning on the Punch, well, it's not news that we've seen in recent times. Retired police officers, retired even Nigerian army soldiers who retired from the Nigerian army. Nurses also went on strike before they reached an agreement with the government, and we've seen a number of these playouts in recent times. And now President Bola Tinubu has proposed that our pensioners will get free health care. But today, our police retirees have come to say they do not seek any form of healthcare incentive. All they want is that they should, be paid whatever is due them. Now, with this consistent or this, prevalent incidents of, how do I say it now, protests, demonstrations in the country, how do you think the government can address this moving forward and other stakeholders that we do not continue, to experience such things, because somehow it constitutes the breakdown of law and order in the country. And it's not now we have continued to say, civil servants' welfare is not being looked after by the government.
Well, thank you very much. It seems as you have made a very good logical conclusion on the brouhaha. First of all, let me laud President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for taking a giant stride to come out clear or bold to inform Nigerian citizens that we will see to the welfare of the Nigerian senior citizens, most especially on giving them free medical treatment. But it's quite well on fear that many a times the government want to take an action on the welfare of either the workers, the active workers, or pensioners in the country. They will go on the media outlets and make declaration of premature actions. I want to tell you that even the declaration of, saying to the welfare of our Nigerian senior citizens is one that may problematize their problems, because many Nigerians will think that probably immediately the order is made, it will be implemented, whereas it is not so. It may take about even between 3 and 12 months at least before the implementation could be made. And that is why I will not disagree with what some pensioners in the police and the military say, that they haven't seen anything, and of course they don't want something related to the offer that the government want to give to them. Like the question you have asked,
Yes.
while expressing, what has transpired between the pensioners and the federal government, that what will be the way forward? The way forward is very simple, and it is not far-fetched at all. And I want to say that it is giving them their entitlement. Give them their entitlement. Give the pensioners their entitlement. Many of them, in the years back, have retired without receiving either their gratuity, their pension, or whatever. And, the economic reality of Nigeria had even eroded the value of the entitlements they are expecting from the government to receive. So I think that is what I can say about that their entitlement be paid.
Thank you very much. From Vanguard newspaper this morning, we have seen that a close ally from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has said that the Nigerian's former president Goodluck Jonathan will be one of the leading candidates to confront the incumbent President Bola Tinubu in the 2027 general election. So, what do you think about this Goodluck Jonathan coming?
Well, thank you very much. It seems as the rumor, because it is not yet confirmed.
Yeah, there are speculations around it.
So the rumor has it that probably People's Democratic Party may ticket to former President Goodluck Jonathan in order to confront Tinubu in the 2027 election in Nigeria. Before I make my own opinion or submission, I will first say that there have been uproar and the argument on whether former President Goodluck Jonathan is qualified to still hold that very office, because of the fact that he has been sworn in, into the office of the presidency about 2 times already. Our legal luminaries in Nigeria have been trying to make analysis as regards that. That is number one. Then number two is the fact that, in fact, it's a list to refer to former President Goodluck Jonathan as a statesman, as a true Democrat, and at the same time as a dedicated trailblazer in Nigeria. Because when you observe what went on at the time we hand over to late former President
Muhammad Buhari.
Former President, this one now,
Muhammad Buhari.
Our former president that died, yes.
Muhammad Buhari.
Muhammad Buhari, yes. Muhammad Buhari. You will see that many people thought that there will be bloodshed, but eventually God took glory, and therefore the reason I refer to him as a statesman. And look at the economic reality in Nigeria today. Things are not favorable, probably as a result of a lot of policies that they have put in place. An adage will say that it is better to leave the stage when opposition
is very loud.
It's very loud. So my own submission and opinion is that even if free ticket is given to our former President Goodluck Jonathan in APC, in ADC, in PDP, in whatever the party, it will not accept, because he has had a very good and a clean record as far as the governance of Nigeria is concerned. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'll move to the story. A former Minister of Information, John Nyawodo, has warned that Nigeria may risk disintegration before 2027 elections if urgent steps are not taken to restructure the country. We know it's not now that we've been hearing of people clamoring for restructuring in the country. Well, at this point, we see all that's taking place, that discussions around politics is heated up when 2027 is not even here yet. And while we look forward to the election and hope that our leaders conduct themselves, and also the followers and the masses also, offer their support, Do you think that this call for restructuring, it is time, the time is now?
Well, the call for restructuring of the country is very essential, really. It's essential. Because you discover that this country, it seems as nothing is working. That is just the fact. And it is in a sequence. It is sequential in the sense that take a look at the economy of this country in 2010, for instance. I will bring about two instances before I go to the question you ask.
Yeah.
Instance number one is that I was in Osun State as a teacher in 2000, between 2000 and around 2013, and I was a teacher. And, I was using my NCE certificate to work that time. And being placed on level 7, step 3, my salary was 33,000. I want to tell you the reality is that around that very time, motorcycle Bajaj was being showed about 97,000 naira. If I want to buy motorcycle Bajaj, okay, around that time I will need about just my 3 months salary. Okay, even more than that, I still have some balance. Get it? But compare it with what's happening now. Before I make the comparison, that very time too, the ton of cement was around 25,000. Because I bought that time was around 25,000, meaning that in my salary, using NC certificates to work, I will have some balance after I might have purchased, a ton of cement. Okay, fast forward to now, when, the economic reality had come to visit us in this country. I want to tell you that with my PhD working in federal university, my salary cannot buy a ton of cement. My 6 months, my 7 months, 8 months salary cannot buy a Bosa Bajaj. You know what I'm saying? It seems that nothing is working. Tinubu came on board, and removed subsidy. Okay?
Yeah.
With a view that this his government will not borrow, to direct affairs of the nation. In accordance with what I was reading yesterday, it seems as our debt profile in this very country has reached about 200 billion. See, borrowing. So it seems as nothing is working. The more they are trying to find solutions to the problem of the country, the more entangled we are finding ourselves in the country. And of course, probably when the people are made to rule themselves, I mean, in the South, for instance, they are ruling themselves. In the Southwest, for instance, they are ruling themselves. Northeast, North Central, and wherever. In the 6 geopolitical zones we have, they are ruling themselves, and some other features of restructuring. If they all come on board, probably we may have a permanent solution to the problem we have in the country. So I want to submit and opine that restructuring should begin from now, because it is one time. If truly we want to do it, it will be a time that we do it, and let it be now there.
Thank you very much. From Vanguard newspaper again this morning. So, in a bid to curb the high import of raw materials and other manufacturing inputs into the country, the federal government has approved the plan to grant Raw Materials Research and Development Council the authority to implement significant tax incentives designed to reward manufacturers and innovators using locally sourced input into their production processes. What do you think about this statement? Is it to encourage the decrease of importing foreign materials into the country to do a particular product, or what? This tax incentive, what do you think about it?
You know, like I've said, there are a lot of policies that we'll make that, of course, is even constituting to the already had issues in the country. What the benefits we bring to our nation? So this is the first question we need to ask. It's not about silently making some policies alone, but what benefits, how effective, that very policy will promote our country. Will it be beneficial to the masses? Will it be beneficial, to the poor, or for those in the upper class alone in this nation? So that is the question we need to ask ourselves, so we can know what will be, an accurate answer, whether it's good or not good. But to me, in one way, I can say it's good, so that we'll be able to have a relationship around the universe, at least as a result of the fact that there is a way of making imports and export is one of the way of having a relationship around the globe. And another thing is that when some other goods were banned from entering this country, it was the time that we had increase price of our local made goods. Okay?
Yes.
The rice we were buying around even 2010, I said, I think rice was around 7,000 per bag. Yes. But at the time that the border was shut, and we allowed our cassava to go out of the country, the food stuff or materials that are not enough for Nigerians are being exported out of the country, and brought about this. And of course, we shut our borders that those things do not come in into the into our home. So, it's even the genesis of the problem we are having up to now. So it's part of the problem we are having. So, what I would say is that our policy makers should examine whatever happens to be the policies they want to make before we make it another to be implemented. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Awoni Ogundeji. Thank you for joining us on the show this morning. So before we let you go, I just say that recently INEC has come to say election is not even here yet, but there are discussions all over the media, everywhere. People are talking, and politicians are running here and there, to secure their future in the 2027 elections. And they have warned that politicians, should stay away from, all activities on campaign, because we know our electoral act says until election is towards 150 days, that's when we should kick off campaign. The timetable of 2027 election is not even out yet.
But look at 2026.
But look at the noise around them, our 2020. Look at the noise over an election that's not even here yet. So at this point, what caution? How would you, caution all of this playing out? Because INEC say moving forward, they will they will sanction and all of that. And ADC has come to say this morning that even the ruling All Progressives Congress is not also helping, that they should stop the victory parades, that they're already parading that they're going to win the elections, that there's too much noise, and then it's premature for an election that's not even here yet. What would be your word of caution, given the situation of what's happening right now, even before the elections?
Thank you very much. In fact, it's somehow because here we are governed by constitution. We don't need to bother ourselves much about this. In as much as the constitution states that campaigns will begin 150 days
Before
the election. But some agents of the government have been parading themselves, as if they have won that very election that had not even come yet. Why? That the full range of law, has not cut off these people. Why? So we don't need to continue making noise. We have to put what we are saying and what our constitution, has spelled out into action, into full action. Such people, by now, they should have been in the custody of Nigerian police, being interrogated. And of course, if they are found culpable, at least they have to proceed to prosecution immediately. So we don't need to bother ourselves much about that. But the problem is this. The government of the day in the country are parading themselves victoriously. Okay? And you ask members of other parties, when you have not caught them, or you have not apprehended them, you have not arrested them, you have not investigated them, you don't prosecute them, and you want to mar other political parties not to do the same. It can't work. It cannot. So it is in the hand of our electoral officers, umpire. Okay? So to caution them, and what I want to say is that they should, make the law to come to its cause. That is just it.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Awuni, for joining us on the show this morning. In case you've been listening to News Review on Vicinity, our guest on the show is Dr. Awuni Ogundeji Olalekun, lecturer at Akwa Ibom State University. We appreciate your time on the show this morning. Thank you.
University.
Oh. I apologize. Oh, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being on the show.
Yes. Do have a great day, sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll take the comment on our Facebook page and then we'll call it a day on the show. Sajidu Sadiguna say good morning, vibrant ladies of Vicinity FM. Today is loaded with news. Let's enjoy it. First, I join Nigerians president to commiserate with his Ghanaian counterpart. Yes, on the ill-fated helicopter crash in Ghana, killing some prominent officers. May their labor and death not be in vain. May their souls rest in peace. Amen. As for Wasiu Ayinde, caught with alcohol, drunk and trying to disrupt flight, I think the law should be allowed to take its course. Offenders must be severely punished. Well, yeah, on that story, it's everywhere. Thank you for joining us on the show this morning. OLUWAFUNKE is right here saying, have a great day. Our producer is Mujib Alakme.
Yes, thank you for joining us on the newspaper review on Vicinity 95.3 FM this morning. I am Aisha Ibrahim. It's another day, it's another opportunity. Let's make use of the day and be productive. Don't have a great day.
Are your connections to the sounds of surrounding you?
Hit music belongs here.
I got the keys to the city. This is Vicinity FM 95.3.